students, now in this lecture we are going to discuss in detail about the vision of the universal human values in unit 4. So this and all already we have discussed in self as well as in the body, how we have to move, and then how we have to take place in the harmony in the family by considering the 9 feelings. Now we are moving to the harmony in the society. So we explored the goal of a human being is living in society, the dimensions or systems required to achieve the human goal. In this lecture, we will recap these two and we will discuss the scope of the system. We will also discuss more details of some of the societal systems which will ultimately lead to the universal human order. The goal of the universal human value, human goal is actually right understanding and right feeling in every individual that leads to happiness, and prosperity in every family leads to happiness. Fearlessness or trust in the society leads to happiness. Similarly, coexistence and mutual fulfillment in the nature or existence will lead to happiness. So in all 4 levels, we need these are the right human goal. So in the human order or the systems, there are 5 dimensions. Education sanskar, which is not simply getting up the degree, and we have to respect everything, and we have to follow all the aspects or the concept that we studied in the universal human values. Then health as a self-regulation, production or work, justice, preservation, exchange and the storage. So these are the 5 important dimensions in education to develop the right understanding of the harmony at all 4 levels. First we have to study. Why we need education? Not for getting a degree, not for going to school, not for going to a college or something. Only to develop through that schooling and through that education, we have to develop the right understanding of the harmony at all 4 levels. So from the self to the entire existence. Sanskar, the commitment, the preparation, the practice of living in harmony. The preparation includes learning the skills and the technology for living in harmony at all 4 levels, from self to the entire existence, individual, family, society, and the nature and the existence. Education is developing the right understanding. Sanskar is commitment, preparation, practice for right understanding. So education sanskar is preparation includes learning the right skills and technology. So skills and technology, skill-based education is important. Value education is also important. So without skill education, we cannot move. It is required for the survival, but we should not stop only with the skill education. We have to continue the value education also. Development of the competence to live with the definite human contact. Discipline to self-discipline, right understanding, that is wisdom or the clarity about what to do as a human being in oneself. What to do is right understanding. How to do is skill education. What to do is value education in one family, society and the nature. Right feeling, the capacity to live in relationship with other human beings in the family and the society, that is called as right feeling. Right skills for prosperity, the capacity to identify the needs of the physical facility, the skills and the practice for sustainable production or for more than what is required, that is cyclic mutually enriching process. The feeling of prosperity we will come. So right understanding, right feeling and right skills for prosperity, that is required in the education sanskar. Now we will move on to the process development of in an environment of a relationship, assuming in imitate family, assuming next generation, how to move, how to education sanskar is actually moving to the next generation. That's what we are following our elders, how we are educating ourselves. They are not getting by degree. We are getting the information, getting the discipline from the elders. So we have to move to the next generation. So the relationship, obedience, discipline, right understanding, self verification, self discipline will come, that will lead to self confidence. So every next generation is more developed in harmony within, harmony with family, in harmony with the society, in harmony with nature. So that will lead to family, school, university, society, that is required. So the process of development will have to in an environment of domination. So right side represents the correct one. Imitate, follow, obedience, discipline, right, self-discipline, self-confidence to the next generation. Imitate, follow, obedience, discipline, self-verification. Wrong means domination, arbitrariness, opposition, revolt of teenage, struggle or war. So which will lead to the environment of domination. But whereas the self-discipline will lead to the environment of the relationship with the parents, teachers, having the right understanding with the right feeling. That is what we have to do. So the human transformation or the human aspirations we have studied in the previous lecture, that right understanding, relationship and physical facility, if we live in this order, we give first priority for the physical facility, then we are telling that it is having an animal consciousness, inhuman consciousness or animal consciousness, which will end up with unhappiness or deprivation. Now, that in the human society, in the inhuman society, the crowd at the battlefield will come. The assumptions, money is everything in the self. That is a wrong assumption we are having in every individual. Accumulation by any means, in few individuals in the family, what we are saying is accumulation by any means. But whereas in the misunderstanding, what we are having in the society is domination, exploitation, and fear. So that will lead to the terrorism or the war. Mastery and exploitation over nature. We are not considering the air, water, whatever created by God. We are taking on our own hand and we are doing everything. We are corrupting, we are polluting. All these things we are destroying the nature. So that will lead to resource depletion as a pollution, and pollution in the nature. In the society level, if we dominate and exploit, it will lead to terrorism or war. In the self, if we are having a misunderstanding that money is everything, in the family, if we are having accumulation by any means, these two are very big misunderstanding we are having. So obsession for the consumption, for the profit, for the sensational pleasure, all these things are wrong. We have to transform from this side to the right understanding and right feeling in the human, in every individual will bring happiness. Prosperity in the family will give happiness in the family, fearlessness or trust in the family. So this is actually the human society, the human goal, the coexistence and the mutual fulfillment in the nature we have to bring. So we are giving the first priority for the right in the understanding, then we are with the human consciousness. If we give the second priority for the relationship, feeling of trust, feeling of respect, reverence, gratitude, all these feelings we are following in relationship, and the third priority only we are giving to the physical facility, then we are with the human consciousness. So we have to transform from animal consciousness to human consciousness along with the human goal in all four levels. This transformation is very very important as of human goal is considered. So human education will lead to personal transformation and societal transformation. Not only personal transformation but also societal transformation we are having. So this between the self and the human, where we require the family based society, families are having a common goal. In human society we lead to crowd and the battlefield. Next generation has improved understanding and the feeling. Harmony in the society, how can you bring the harmony in the society? By having a health, body is acting as a self, parts of the body are in harmony, then recognizing what is required. So self-regulation, feeling of responsibility for nurturing, production and right utilization of the family. So this body is very very important and we have to self-regulate and feeling of responsibility for nurturing and production and right utilization of the body along with the five human dimensions we require: education, sanskar, health, production, work, justice and exchange. This is the ultimate goal of the society. The program for the self-health regulation is already we have discussed. This is intake and the routine, and then labor and the exercise, postures for regular intake. So this we will need. So it at all levels, individual level we have to bring the lifestyle exercise, family level intake and daily routine, family cluster postures and regular regulation of the breath. Village will give medicine, village cluster city health education, environment, labor, and these things are required. Nation proliferation of good practices, world human culture, civilization and tradition. So more research is required for the societal systems or the dimension. So we have to explore and we have to bring the happiness in the society. Thank you.